Look, we're recording. Right.
Finally.
Let's go.
Ayan, you're going to take it
Ah,
away
well,
this month. You're
I
going
don't
to
know.
do
Like,
intros, all.
who watched the match yesterday? Am I
I
stuck?
watched
I
the
did.
game.
Yeah,
It
you
looks
guys
like
watched the
you're
game
stuck.
yesterday.
Yeah, I saw the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
And did you guys watch the City game? Because I missed the City game.
Man,
No.
I watched both.
Okay,
No,
so
I
you
missed
watched
the City
both
game.
games.
Yeah.
Okay, I
I,
I missed the derby.
I tweeted, I promise I won't watch any more United games. I'll start following Aston
Yeah.
Villa, all of
And
that.
I
Yeah,
But your heart doesn't do that, right? Like, come match day, you're like, fuck it, I want to watch it.
you
yeah,
want to hear a really crazy story about watching United game.
yeah.
So when Amorim got sacked, I was traveling, right? So I think I was in Vietnam. Yeah, I was in Vietnam. And so I got like really frustrated. So I put out a tweet. I said, I'm done. I'm not going to do this again. Not going to watch anymore. And then I forgot that we were playing Aston Villa or something, and the game was like, and because I was that side, so it's even more like it's 1.5 hours. I'm still ahead. So the game is at
Correct.
like 3:30 or 3 a.m. in the morning. So this
Yeah,
Yeah.
is one of these mornings I have had a nice food somewhere, and I'm like kind of a little buzzed. And I was like, I 1 hour I think I can still manage. Let me just walk around and I'll figure out something. Maybe go by the river, or just grab another beer before I go, one for the road kind of a thing. So I'm walking down this alley, and then suddenly I hear like this four Brit guys. They're losing their mind somewhere, almost like kind of just gonna go and break something. And I was like, shit, what happened? So I like tiptoe. I walk there, and it's 60th minute, and I think United conceded a goal. Yeah.
okay.
So United, so like I've forgotten that there is a match. Now United are losing in 60th minute. These guys are losing their mind. And then I told myself, yeah, maybe we'll win. You know what? I'll watch the last 30 minutes. So I sat down there with these guys thinking, man, we'll do something about it. I think we ended up losing 2-0, or I don't know, like,
This is the
yeah.
FA Cup game, I think.
This is the FA Cup game. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
it's,
The
man,
Brighton one.
it is
yeah, the
crazy.
Brighton one.
It is a
Yeah.
bad addiction. I'm telling you, this is like
Yeah.
this era was just like toxic for your own mental health. You were putting yourself through it. Nobody told you nothing. Nothing is happening to make you do it. But inadvertently, I would kind of like just switch it on. Like all through, even when I was in Greece for 3 weeks, I watched every game. I hated every minute of it,
Yeah.
but I watched every minute of the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just wrong.
It
Yes.
was painful.
But yeah, I was telling yesterday. So watch. I didn't
No,
see the City game, but I
I
saw the
also didn't
United
watch.
one.
But I was like, I was just, I was like listening, and I watched all the, I think like all the analysis and all that, and then like
Yeah.
highlights and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And people were like, they could have put like 6 or 7 past City. And I was like, what? Like, that's like unheard of. Like, haven't, I don't know, I haven't felt like that since I don't know who was playing in City, like maybe like Richard Dunn or something like that. Like what the hell, like who? That was the
Yeah.
last time I think I remember where I felt like okay, we can put 6-7 past City,
Yeah.
because I think ever since that 6-1, like the one that we
Yeah.
lost when Sir
The
Alex was there, right?
Balotelli one.
Yeah, yeah, that one. That one
Why
was like
always
the
me?
yeah, that one was like the change, right? Like I
Yeah.
felt like okay, shit, like uh, we are finally like where like
Yeah.
this is the signal for something bad. But of course, like we still had like a good run after that, but like you knew that shit was going to come like based on
Oh
that
yeah.
result.
Oh
Yeah.
Jeko
yes.
also scored, and Bellamy was there or some shit like that. I can't remember who all were there,
Was
but
he?
Yeah, I think
Good.
Checo was there. Bellamy. No, I think Bellamy had left by then. I'm
or
not
Maybe Bellamy
sure.
had left. David
Yeah,
Silva was
because
there.
David Silva was there. Because
Yeah,
Bellamy was part of that, the 3-2, the one that Michael Owen scored the winner in Old Trafford.
correct,
Four
correct,
three,
correct. He
four
was
three,
there.
four
Yeah.
three.
4-3,
4-3,
4-3. Yes,
4-3,
that
4-3. Correct.
4-3.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
Bellamy was there for
Giggs
that.
plays it into him, and then yeah,
Yeah.
that one I remember very
Because he's
clearly.
the
But
one who
then,
equalized that third goal. He scored. Like
ha
he
ha,
just ran past Rio Ferdinand like that, and he just smashed it
and he
from the
just
left.
scored. Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, man. I mean, it was weird, right? Watching the game because obviously, like Fletcher felt like it wasn't happening, and then when you had Carrick, you're like, okay, he's not really. it didn't feel like I kind of got into that day thinking we'll get hammered 3-0, 4-0 or something like that, right? Like you don't expect that immediate bounce. I
Yeah,
mean, that said, it is very
yeah,
Ole like and just bringing vibes to Man United. And I kind of
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like maybe that's what Man United needs. Fuck
yeah.
tactics. But it really felt like the players knew what they had to do. They
Mm.
actually played really good football. Like from the first
Yeah.
second minute, they Maguire got a header onto the post, and I was like, okay, maybe that's one of our only chances. But City didn't have a chance in the whole game. It really looked
Full
like,
game.
Yeah,
yeah,
Only second half they had one chance. That too, it was like a really scrappy one kind of a
yeah,
thing. Otherwise, they
yeah,
didn't have a chance at all.
and we
that's
didn't,
But
crazy.
because you said
we didn't
no,
fuck up.
finish. Yeah, we didn't fuck up. Because we didn't fuck up, I wanted to go back, like because you said tactics and screw
Yeah,
everything. But I think there was just like he's made basically four changes. I think, which is he's put he's made Ahmad. First of all, he's gone to a back four, right?
yeah,
So
Mm.
designated defenders. He's made Ahmad from a right wing back to a winger. He's put two central defensive midfield or whatever, two midfield with Mainu and Casemiro. If you remember, there was a conversation we were having in our football group where, like, Bruno, fantastic player, but you play Bruno in deep in midfield, you're not serving Bruno's purpose. You
Not at
played
all.
Bruno up for two games, just whether it's right wing up, whether it's left wing up. You played him literally like 5 yards up, and
yeah,
yeah, it just creates havoc. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
and the other change he made a, it's not a number nine, but it's not even a false nine with Mbuemo up front, right?
yeah.
It's
mm.
a because he's not. It's not a false nine. It's not false how false nines play. Like
No,
No, no,
it's
it's a
a
nine. It's a
it's a
proper nine, I
nine.
think.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
proper nine. But like Mbuemo played in his own. Like I don't know. He made that
yeah.
one
Mbuemo has
yeah,
been doing that for was doing that for Brentford
for
when he was
Brentford.
leading the line. Yeah,
Exactly.
so
He never really played from the right for Brentford. He played like a weird striker, number
yeah,
nine.
yeah. Unless like Wissa was there, like when
Yes.
Wissa played, maybe he moved a little bit on that side, but
Yeah.
still, like most of the time, he was just like he was their own. He was
Yeah.
their main
he
guy.
was adaptable, and I think that's why like some of these signings have been very good. Dorgu and him. I know we'll talk about Dorgu at some point, but like all of them are adaptable. Cunha. So I kind of see the value in Bumo being put into the position I think where he excels most.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, that
That's
it
kind of
makes
what
sense.
he's done, right? That's kind of all he's done. He's just put everyone into positions where they play their best football.
Yeah.
It's
That's it.
not,
Literally that.
yeah. I mean, I expect in a year or 2 years, if he does that, then people will go, what is the tactical identity of Man United? What is the identity of a Michael Carrick team? I kind of feel like Sir Alex also used to do this, where I don't know if there was an identity. Like, he didn't replace Cristiano Ronaldo with Antonio
No.
Valencia by thinking it's a
We-
like for like replacement.
Yeah.
He went like,
Yeah.
okay, I have Antonio Valencia. I
Okay.
need
Let's
to do a
see.
different thing now with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what was the identity between the 2008 side and the 2010 side? Technically, nothing. It
Yeah.
didn't
Nothing.
flow at all. You removed Tevez, you removed Ronaldo, and then suddenly you have a different team. But he
Yeah.
figured out that, okay, now I have Van Persie, I need to focus with Van Persie's strength. I've got this guy injured, I'll do that. So
Yeah.
it was very tactically flexible.
Yeah.
But the identity was that we are going to try and like fuck with you, right? Like you give us a
Yeah.
moment, we'll break right through you.
Yeah.
Mm. And we'll punish you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, will punish you. Like
we'll punish
you
you.
had you had people like you also had players that were adaptable, which I think. I mean, I understand that Fergie, man manager, and like whatever coaches, tactics, this that, but just for players to adapt. Think about it. Ryan Giggs started his career as a left striker those days, LS,
Mm.
not
Yeah.
even a winger. Left
Mm.
striker to winger to like midfield to a central defensive midfield. He
Yeah.
made that pass almost from like a little bit more from half line. He was the one that made that pass to Michael Owen, who scored
True.
that goal, right?
Yeah.
So
True, true.
Yeah.
Paul Scholes, center forward to right wing to midfield to like again running the whole show.
Mm.
I could go on like Wayne Rooney, for example. He
Yeah.
did pretty much the same. Park Ji Sung, man, every UCL game he played defensive midfield because he
He
could
played
just
every
physically do
position.
that. He played every position. Fletcher played defensive midfield. John O'Shea defensive midfield
John O'Shea
West
played
Brown.
everywhere.
everywhere.
West Brown.
Wes Brown. who
Dean
was
Smith
our
played defensive midfield when he broke his
yes,
foot.
yeah. Who was our right back when we beat Chelsea in Istanbul Champions League final?
On Hargreaves.
Owen Hargreaves.
Oh
He
my
was the one who put that
god.
cross for Ronaldo.
Yeah, exactly. It was on
Yeah,
Hargreaves. I
Yeah.
remember.
Owen
That was like
Hargreaves.
the that was like the
Yes,
craziest thing
of
ever.
the show. You're like, Owen Hargreaves, right back. What's going on?
Yeah, and we bought him for quite a lot of money, and Fergie was
Yes.
just like, "No, fuck it,
Yeah.
we'll just play him right,
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
Right.
back."
Right back.
He just figured out how to play these guys, right?
Yeah,
And it's interesting. Like Pep is a guy who's so stuck on his system that everything needs to come together. So even when he chooses to buy Donnarumma or chooses to buy Haaland, it's a choice to get to
Yeah.
another system, right? Whereas I don't think many clubs can do that, and lots of clubs are struggling with that. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
for all of Arsenal doing really well, they've kept having to buy and buy and buy, and now when they've got a perfect squad, they can win a title. I don't think any other club can afford to just spend that madly. Chelsea
No.
probably could, but it's just not a
Yeah.
sustainable way to do it.
No.
it is really interesting how like of course with United we keep talking about like United DNA and all that, but like it's amazing to see how Arsenal have just thrown away their DNA and they're very happy to win the title, with whatever they're playing right now. Because I can't recognize Arsenal anymore. Like it's not like Arsenal used to play slick as football,
Sleek football.
like wow, touch, like even like like we would watch that shit, and even if you hated it you were like, okay man, they're just playing. Like Henri would come, Bergkamp would come, it was still like non-stop tick tock, like it
Even
was really good, but never
even
won
when
anything with that.
Yeah,
even when Arsene Wenger had that one dry spell where they finished every season fourth, right?
Fourth, yeah,
yeah,
The football they played still, like Ozil, Sanchez,
yeah.
that guy
Fabregas.
who's still playing Fabregas, but this guy Santi Cazorla.
Oh
Oh my
yes.
god, Carcola was
Oh,
Yeah,
stunning.
he was beautiful to
like
watch.
just they played some really cool football. Like even
Yeah.
they so like Henri went and you thought who's going to replace Adebayor?
Oh yeah.
Really?
True.
Like
They had Alex Song. They
yeah,
had all sorts of
Alex.
weird.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
had
Bizarre.
weird things, but they still played that foot. Now you cannot, like, you don't recognize it.
no,
Although like I don't know, maybe just to play devil's advocate here. To be fair, like uh, Amorim also won against Liverpool, so we are doing pretty okay against the big teams. It's the small teams that like
yeah,
we need to see like what the fuck's going on with the small teams. Like it's fine, like doing it with the big teams who have the ball, no problem. Like happy days will counter you all day, and that's fine. But like, can we make the switch now? Can we show that? Can we do
yeah,
what we did yesterday? Yesterday, what we had three shots on target. We scored all three.
all three.
Yeah.
All three. If you do
Yeah,
that, you don't need to worry about anything.
yeah,
You hit three on target. You score three on target.
done.
No one's going to say anything. And
Yeah,
then after that, you'll get like that confidence will come, and then you'll do all sorts of things. Then you'll like find
yeah,
results.
No,
I mean, Liverpool to
that's
be fair.
very true. I mean, it's not even just like showing up for the big games, because Ole had an amazing record against Pep, and Amorim also, as you said, beat
yeah.
Liverpool. We played well against Arsenal as well in the
The first game,
reverse
First
fixture.
game.
Yeah,
the first game of the
but
season.
I think there were two different things that, and I think this is where Man United fans also get stuck on it, or well, a lot of the fan base. I think what Amorim is as a solution towards something requires time, patience. You're changing your whole thing. You're setting up your club for like 10, 15 years. It's that buy-in.
Yeah,
There is not a short-term success on it. This is it. You're going to do this for a long time. You'll change the very structure of how your club runs. You change how your youth academy plays. You change how everything. You actually throw out the whole academy players and then bring in the next
Correct,
recruit for 5, 6 years and then rebuild.
correct.
Now, maybe United is not the club for that. Maybe that can be done in a Brighton, or maybe that can be done in a Spurs, maybe, which
I was
hasn't had
thinking
success,
exactly those two. I was thinking exactly those two. I was like Brighton, that it
right?
would be epic,
Yeah,
or like
Yeah,
Spurs. He might
Brentford. Yeah,
actually like make Spurs he might be a problem with Spurs like
yeah,
Poch was, like Pochettino was, like
yeah,
he might actually
exactly.
like,
Like it's a Pochettino kind of project, right? Where you go like, I'm
yeah,
going to dedicate a long time. Hopefully, you'll win a trophy after that,
yeah,
right? But with I think United is too impatient because of so much success, and it's not even like success like 20 years ago or 10 years ago. It's actually like we've got those one FA Cup win with Ten Hag, one here, there, one Europa League. So
Yeah.
at every point, we are addicted enough to success that you're like, if this guy is going to keep me 15th on the table, I'm not happy. If he keeps me 8th on the table, I'm not happy. If he keeps me like fourth on the table, I'm not really happy either because I'm not competing for any title.
Mm.
We're
Yeah.
hungry for that, and that needs someone with vibes. Like,
Mm.
it's your Ancelotti style, it's your Zidane style, it's your Carrick, Ole.
More
You don't have,
managerial style,
yeah, exactly. You're not a
management
tactical,
rather than coaching. I
exactly.
think,
Yeah,
in fact, the last press conference you kind of saw it, right? He said, I've come here to be the manager of Manchester
Mm.
United, not the head
Absolutely
coach.
right.
And when somebody talks that way, he wants to take the shots across. He wants to have a say in it. Might not be the final say, but he wants 50% of himself. Like, they have to, all of you are 50, me 50, because I'm running the show on the ground.
Mm.
So
yeah,
I agree. He kind of, it didn't work out that way because it's a long-term project, and United didn't look at it that way, because I
yeah,
think the club is also under a lot of debt, and there's
yeah,
just a lot of financial restrictions. But again, it doesn't make sense because you just paid Amorim 10 million pounds extra. So I don't see how this works. But even though now like Amorim, I thought United needed maybe something like that, where it's got nothing to do with who you're a superstar or not. He kind of brought everything to very basics. It was like, we play as a team, we win as a team, we suffer as a team, and kept using the word suffering a lot. So
yeah,
I didn't have any issues with any of it. I have just one thing that I saw in the game where I forget it was against whom, but it was Xerxes who got a deflected goal in the first half, and we were leading 1-0, or they drew, or maybe they equalized like in about 45th minute. So it's 1-1, right?
Mm.
Now you go into the second half. You want to win this game. And the second half substitution was Xerxes out
Yeah, he removed Xerxes because Xerxes
and a
lost the header.
defender.
Because Xerxes lost the header for the goal that we conceded, like exactly,
yeah,
and he
Correct.
just, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. I remember that game. Yeah.
But like, again, like, if you are a coach, yeah, and on, you'll be able to say better because you've worked on like environments which are to do with sports psychology or whatever it is, like, in the highest level. If you and I thought, and I personally, I think that is what actually makes a lot of this elite, or the the people that actually play sports top level, is that the moment they make a mistake, and if they or their environment or their support system lets that mistake get into their head, they are finished. They are not
True.
finished for that day, they are finished forever.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
sports is
Not.
the only thing in life, and life also is, you have a second chance somewhere, and like, you have, that's why 45 minutes, you have another 45 minutes. If you've conceded a goal in the 90th minute, or you've conceded a goal in the 83rd minute like yesterday, but hey, life gives you one more chance to go up and get that winner. Now now when I'm suffering as a team, and you want to suffer as a team, and you want to win as a team, that goal, the whole team suffered, the manager suffered, we fans, we suffered. But now let this guy go out and get that winner for us, because he must
Mm.
be really pissed with himself. Yeah.
True.
so
True. No, no, you're absolutely right. I think
so
like
when he
he did.
made these weird decisions of us being in the front foot, or us having to be in front foot, to go like, no, 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 we have lost it there, now we will suffer together in just being this.
Mm.
That's one thing that I don't like. Whether you are an Amorim, or whether you are, I don't know, a chef, or whether you are an Uber driver, or whether you are in whatever form in life you are, if you know that I have to take a step up to get there, and you've told yourself, nah, today it's okay, you know what, I'm just gonna stay back. Yeah, I don't think then I don't think if you're actually looking at long term or not, because you've
Yeah.
you've doubted yourself. Like, I love the fact that, one last thing, I love the fact that he came out and said, when he had so much pressure of changing the system, and he came out on this press conference and he said, you know what, if I change the system right now, My players will look at me and go like, you know what? He's not a strong boss because he's succumbed to outside noise. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Like, what a great thought, and like it actually makes sense. So when I look at Amorim on this side of the thing, and I'm like, this guy actually made sense. I understand. And then he went onto the field and he was just so agitated, walking up and down. And I was like, man, you don't just don't you got to win. Play direct right now. I understand three at the back, but three also at or five at the back. Five also at the back means that when you're attacking with two more in front. So
Mm,
Yeah.
when you play, in fact, you look at it. If you go back to the so-called three at the back, it's the Italians, right?
mm.
But they never played three at the back. It was like basically three central defenders, and those two guys were
They're in your
weirdly
midfield.
blocked. But the moment they attacked, it was direct. Maicon went. Maicon didn't stop for anybody. Maldini didn't stop for anybody. Cafu
Mm,
didn't stop for anybody from the right back. I can go on. And it's the so-called Italian style of play, the so-called what they said, we'll put a bus. Yeah, but you first and foremost to win, you don't concede. And
mm.
if I have possession then, and if I know I have the players like United have, a Bruno in the midfield, a Casemiro who can pick a pass, a Ahmad and a Embuemo who are quick, lightning quick, a Dalo who is lightning quick, a Dorgo who is lightning quick. What are you doing playing it back all the way to, I don't know, somebody and then pushing Maguire up in front for a long ball? Just go direct for those 10 minutes. And I think Amorim was the only manager, no matter what. We've had Moyes, Van Hal, Ole, Carrick, Giggs,
Mourinho.
Mourinho. We all lost under them. We were losing under them.
Mm.
We were 2-0 down against City at City under Mourinho.
Yeah,
But when it came to the last 30 minutes of the game, Amorim was the only manager that didn't have an United time, that United, whatever we call
that
the
Fergie time.
Fergie
Huh?
time.
Yeah.
Under Amorim, personally, I believe we never had a Fergie time.
Only
Yeah.
Under
Leon.
most,
Leon is the only exception.
only
Leon.
exception.
Leon is the
Yes,
only exception to
One
that.
day.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, one day.
Yeah.
But all
Literally
these
that.
managers, no matter
Yeah.
what, even though we lost some of those games, but we did a Fergie time. We went
Yeah.
all out like boom, pam, boom, pam.
True.
With Amorim, it felt there was no urgency, even though we were drawing or losing. Like only at the later half, so that's
No, no, you're right.
uh,
You're right. It did feel it really felt like we were going for the long haul,
yeah,
long
yeah,
term. We are just trying to prep and get everybody in this thing, and like he's going to take his time and he's going to say whatever
yeah,
he has to say,
correct,
and and get all that through. I was ready. I was ready for that.
yeah,
I was like, okay, fine. We'll go
yeah,
through
fine.
this. Like, there's no
Go through
problem.
this,
Like, we
yes,
have already gone through this shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
multiple times. I don't mind. I don't mind,
yeah,
but and it was looking okay because like I was like, okay, we are now creating more. We just can't finish still. Like I was like, okay, we
yeah,
can't. But if you finish like yesterday, right? Like if you start
Yeah.
finishing like yesterday, and you know
yes,
that you can
exactly.
finish like, then that is absolutely then like I can't remember a game where we finished like like where we scored two like fucking crazy worldies. Maybe like
Crazy,
Ashley Young playing against Arsenal. Remember like
yeah,
he curled
those
two of
two,
them like,
yeah,
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 the one we won
yeah,
7-1 or whatever. That was the
yeah,
last. I was thinking about it. I was like, when was the last time we scored like two out of
like
the box,
those,
like,
yeah,
and that two like screamers. Like I was like, what?
screamers,
Like absolute screamers.
yeah,
But I was like, okay, like no problem. I'll take it. I'll take it any day. I'll take it any
but
day. Yeah, you're right. Like the mentality thing that you talked about is right. Although, like to balance that out, I think you're right. It is difficult. Like, and it gets to some people's heads. And but maybe we have like two excellent examples where uh, people have come back from those. Right, like Harry Maguire. Like what the fuck?
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
what the hell, yeah,
who would have predicted like that dude would like still be playing football, like forget
yeah,
starting, forget like winning man of the matches and things like that, but like just to be back and to stick it through. I don't know, I don't even remember how many months it was like, and he was
yeah.
like
It was over
so.
and out.
About a
Huh?
season
That
for
season
sure.
with the second season with Ole as like the full-time manager, so he took caretaker. Then one full
Yeah,
season he had finished second, and then the
Yeah.
season that we got screwed where Ronaldo came, Harry
yeah,
Maguire didn't play. He
Oh
was
yeah,
yeah,
he didn't
gone.
play.
Varane came in, right? Wasn't it
Yeah,
Varane who
Varane
came
came
in?
in.
Yeah,
He
Varane
Varane
was
and
and
like just
Lisandro Martinez.
sitting. Yeah.
Licha, before
Yeah,
Licha, in fact, you already had Lindelof playing instead of
correct, exactly. Yeah,
Maguire.
Mhm.
yeah,
But now so that guy managed to, like, even after like multiple mistakes and being hooked off and
yeah,
shit like that, and
yeah,
personal life and uh, all the abuse, and like being on,
yeah,
like, I don't know, Africa's political parties, like
yeah,
memes, and
yeah,
after all that,
yeah.
to come back, like
Yeah.
fair play to the guy, like that guy and Casemiro, like fair play to these
Casemiro,
two, like
man, yeah,
Casemiro,
fair
like
play.
Incredible.
unimaginable.
Unbelievable. It's just
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
No,
it's
Like I, yeah. But
that
that is
that that
elite, right? That is
yeah,
elite
it's elite.
mindset.
That is
that
that
guy
that is
has
that's what
had
you
to
want.
change his game for this.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
Fucking
he got
brutal.
one preseason. He
Yeah.
yeah,
lost weight. He became a completely new human being, and he came back. Like
yeah,
it's crazy. It
And
is
it's not just
absolutely crazy.
fitness, right? Like he's tactically doing different things in the Premier League than he did. He's kind
Yeah,
of doing a little
yeah,
more like this last two games. He's been doing a little more like what Modric and Cruz did
yeah,
for Real Madrid. He's not kind of doing what he used to do at Real Madrid
yeah,
because United have kind of kept that back four now. So then there's a little more
yeah,
cover. So then he has to also ping that perfect pass. He also has to cover all that ground. He has to make that tackle when it needs to be. He has to be perfect because he's going to be on a yellow card at every
yeah,
game, and he's going to get a red card for fun.
yeah,
So these are things that he's had to adapt and change. And as a guy who's won world like Champions Leagues and all, he doesn't
yeah,
need to do that shit.
yeah.
he's
He's
what,
still putting hard yards.
35 plus, 30
Yeah,
30.
34, 35.
435, yeah. I
Yeah.
still feel
Unreal.
like he could stay on one more season, man. But
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure.
It's
Yeah,
insane.
but don't you
33, he
think like
turns 34 next month.
okay, but Casemiro last two games was a different player, right?
Yeah.
It's
Also,
because he had a
yeah,
support in
pretty much
midfield in Mino.
true, true.
I think tactically, while I understand the flaws of Amorim's system tactically, and there is flaws of Ole's system, or you look at any Ragnick, Van Hal, I think to some level there was a mentality issue, which is that the moment you lose, they start looking elsewhere and go like maybe the manager doesn't know.
Mm,
And
Yeah,
I think it needs to be that let the manager just influence the players to have to play his way or the highway.
yeah,
What you said,
yeah,
right? Amurim said that if I turn around and I am weak, then my team's not going to
yeah.
respect me.
Correct.
Now,
Yeah,
in a way, that's kind of what I feel Man United sort of did to him, is undermining him. Why was like we found out later on that Fletcher was always playing a 4-3-3. Why? Why is the academy
yeah,
playing a 4-3-3 when your
yeah.
first team is playing a 3-5-2?
Correct.
He told you he's going to
Correct.
play three guys at the back, and then you
Yeah,
start blaming him for not playing enough academy players. But those academy players are not playing the system that would build those automatic rest passes in their head, knowing that the
yeah,
ball comes here, I move it there, I push it there. You need those
correct.
profiles to develop, and you're not doing that.
Yeah.
And also, when
That's
you
why he
think
didn't
about,
like. That's
sorry,
why he didn't like any of the youth players. He came out in
yeah,
one press conference and he said, "He's not good. He's not good. He's not good. He's not good."
and they're not good for his
Yeah, I know.
system because they're playing
Yeah,
four. Like Harry Amos plays a back four. He's not going to be a good left wing back. He's going to be a good
correct.
left back for a four, and
Yeah,
it doesn't help. And
yeah,
and the other side of what he was kind of building was that you want, uh, as you said, a player needs that calmness, that trust that look, whatever you do, I will give you a second chance. I feel like Wilcox telling him that why don't you move to a back four? Why don't you try this system? Why don't you try that system? We need results now. I think, and again, the media and everyone putting it into it, that influences the players. They listen to that. They think, hey, yeah, why aren't we playing a back four? It'll solve things. And that
yeah,
kind of gave him a very bad situation where he wasn't backed. Otherwise, I would say that he loses or wins, doesn't matter. Let's just go. Like, if he could afford to lose, let's say 15, 20 games a season and no one would have done a hue and cry, I think the team could have had that change.
yeah,
But
yeah.
United is not that club. You can't do that. Pep can't run Man United, and Klopp can't do that.
No.
Arteta can't do what he's done. He can't have
So
6 seasons of one FA Cup.
agreed. So from
No
that,
chance. Yeah.
I wanted to come to this point, which is United style of play. Gary Neville's going about it. Wayne Rooney is going about it. I think there are two clubs in the world that can't be managed by coaches: Real Madrid, Manchester United, and not because Manchester United attract the best players in the world, But any player that goes to Manchester United, even though you are a fringe player like Amad Diallo, the moment you go to Manchester United, there is a Man United ego that comes inside you. And that goes like, I play for Man United, bro. You're going to tell me how to play. So I don't think United need coaches. I think United need manager. And I will again link it to my last thing. Uh, Again, another difference of the last two games that we've played. So I think Amorim is a great coach, but I don't think he was a great man manager. Why?
Mm.
We bought Cunha, right? He was a monster. He still is. He is an incredible player, right? We couldn't get a goal out of him. Carrick has come in and has put him on the bench, the number 10 for Brazil, the so-called our playmaker going forward, the only guy that can carry the ball in our team from midfield, dribble himself and create a chance. Yeah, you just dropped him for two games, brought him on the 60th minute. What he did in 60th minute against City, he held
Yeah.
the ball alone with four defenders. Got him on again yesterday. He got that ball and he was on a mission. It didn't matter to him. I don't think it mattered that there were 10 other players or 11 other players that was playing with him. He got the ball and he knew I'm going to go to goal and I am just going to pummel it there, whether it goes in or not. I think that's a weird, it's stupid, but it's a weird. He's not injured.
Mm.
He's not played an international. Why is he sitting on the bench?
Makes
But
sense.
But we aren't even whining about it.
yeah,
Like
he's also not whining about it.
if Kobe Mino is on the bench, he's whining about it, right?
Yeah,
Like, and that see again, if it's like a few games, I think what you're saying has a lot of merit, which is that there are these players who come to Man United and think I'm going to be that guy for Man United.
yeah,
But Cunha, Bumo, you need actually a squad of 18 to work. Euro is right now going to feel like, what the fuck? What am I doing?
yeah,
The other
yeah,
manager was more into youth development.
yeah,
Aiden Heaven's
yeah,
not getting game time. Freaking what's his name? Fletcher Kid is not getting game time.
yeah.
That guy who got Shea Lacey hit the crossbar, but
Shailesh,
he's
yeah,
not getting game time.
yeah,
You know, like Sheshko is barely getting game time.
yeah,
And Xerxes is
yes.
not, I don't know where
Not
Xerxes
even
is.
seen. Yeah,
And
Mm.
it's I think there is a better vibe when you win, of course, and I think that builds on confidence. But I think in the way that like Carrick and people like him would set up is that I have these 16 people, I will play with those 16 people. Don't give me
yeah,
more. I don't need three people for each position to get it just versatilely perfect. That is the man management that Pep Guardiola needs. So
Mm.
Pep goes, I will get this guy who does this dribble, but this guy who does
yeah.
it little different. This guy is a little quicker. This guy holds back. And you have four wingers there who effectively feel like they're doing the same thing, but they're not
Same
really.
thing. Yeah,
Right? And United
it's a
needs
machine.
those guys are not going to understand it. They're going to be like, I want to play every week. I've come to Man United. I'm not winning titles. I may as well play.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. It's a. But I don't know. Do you agree with the fact that United don't really need a coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like, but here's the here's the counter question to that statement. Like, would you give Michael Carrick the job or no?
10
Yes,
year
that was
contract.
also
Huh?
that was also something that one of the things that I wanted to discuss is like, how do you decide you give a chance to somebody or not give a chance to somebody? Again, because very heated topic yesterday on Sky Sports between Vieira and Roy Keane, right? And Roy Keane has
Yeah.
maintained the stance over the last 1 week, even on overlap, going like, you're not giving this gig to Carrick, right? And everybody's opinion is like, but Pep got the gig like that. Zidane got the gig like that. So why not give this man a chance? Now, how? Like, I don't know what the criteria is. Like, to give him a chance or not to give him a chance, because it's like Ole, right? He
Mm.
did really
It's
well.
exactly like that.
Yeah.
Went second season, his full season finished second. Then he came out in Old Trafford and apologized to all the fans that we finished second. And then the next season, he was down and out. I I mean, when you look at it in the larger picture, I know that he really did not have like that kind of tactics, but he also didn't get his players, and we've come to know that right now that he's come out and spoken about it.
Hmm?
He's gone out and said that Ronaldo was a mistake. We didn't need Ronaldo back then,
Yeah,
but he got Ronaldo. Now, what do you fucking do with Ronaldo? The guy is slow. Okay, he'll bang you three goals in, but like, what do you do with it? Like,
yeah,
you don't pass him the ball, he will scream. You don't play him, he will scream. Like it was a very weird combination for the third and probably the most crucial season for any manager.
Hmm.
So with again, I don't know, and I will not know until unless we figured out what is it that the the Jim Ratcliffe regime really wants. Like, are they just happy winning games against top four, and you see the hierarchy sitting there and just high fiving everybody and going like, you know what? We beat the top four every single time. We finish top five, top six clubs in the world in terms of revenue. We'll cut out some people's next. We'll ask the players to only go wash their kit. This, that shit we'll do. We'll remain relevant. We'll do our business. And yeah, yeah, if we can win one FA Cup, one Europa League, one odd cup here and there, you're still Man United. You're still winning trophy. Your values don't go down. So I still don't know what the so-called the Jim Ratcliffe regime wants. It's very weird
It is.
because over the last 1.5 years they've made weird decisions. So
look, I think what you're saying about, like, the kind of manager that sort of suits Man United. I think first of all, Carrick's not the same as Ole. These are different
no,
These are different people, right? Like, just to go former player who had vibes and the same as Carrick. I think they are tactically different. Their trajectories have been a bit different, and both are people I think who are good and have a potential. I think the problem
yeah,
that most people think is that it's a little too early. That, they haven't dealt with failures and successes and won a title or something like
no,
that. But honestly, if they go and win a title somewhere, why the fuck are they coming to Man United? What is this sort of a, like, some deep love rebuild sort of a thing? Let them. I think that if you and I felt this about Ole even when he struggled in that season, and I would say the same about Carrick. I think understanding what Man United needs is key at United. I think you can learn tactics. I think you can become a good manager. I think what you can do in a Man United kind of a team, what you probably need is a guy who leads the way, who is a manager. Then you have a tactician, then you have an analyst, and then you have, people like that can support that person. But that's the guy who comes out for the press conferences. Amorim's big problem was he coming out to the press conference and being too honest. Michael Carrick doing those press conferences and Amorim doing his own system behind the scenes could have worked if they aligned on their idea of what strategy and tactics are. And I think that's the part that I feel like Carrick kind of one. Of course, he's adaptable, but he's done well and struggled at Middlesbrough. He did both. He
yeah,
had a great season. Then he has gone through the trajectory Ole did at Man United. Let's put it that way,
yeah.
and therefore the trajectory that would be required. Sorry, the trajectory that is required by now at Man United level perhaps aligns a lot more with where Michael Carrick is in his coaching career than,
Mhm.
say, for instance, us getting a Thomas Tuchel. I think getting Tuchel would be a waste. He's going to, like, lose his mind, get angry, leave after 2 seasons or 1 season, right? That is not what we are ready for. That is not what we do. So if you really want to get a player that you think is of high value, and you feel like you're getting the exact missing ingredients, get Tuchel. If you want to just go, let's see where we can go. Let's try and get these players to get better. Let's connect with the DNA of getting the youth players. Basically, what you want is a manager who's flexible.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
that's pretty much. So that is man management, right? It's like
Well, no, no, not necessarily, right? Like, what you want is a manager who's flexible. Is a slightly different thing. What you don't want a manager who has a very defined system of play. You get,
correct.
you could be a good man manager, but if someone really cares about having, like, Xabi Alonso, I think is probably could be a good man manager. I have no idea,
I
but
don't think he's a good man. I think he lost the job because he wasn't a man manager.
yeah, true.
When
He
I
did.
mean
I
man
mean,
manager,
yeah,
see, like just to say, because you said flexible, right? I think a man manager can, it's the only way you can put out a flexible system. Why? Because Jose Mourinho, good man manager. I think he's adapted to a lot of different systems. I really like him as a manager. It's
Yeah,
maybe biased, but I think he's adapted to a lot of different systems. Right?
yeah,
Tell me one player that has played under Pep that has come out and told you, "I'll kill for Pep." You have players that come out and say, "I'll kill for Mourinho, I'll kill for Klopp, I'll kill for Sir Alex," because these guys went and made those players and made them like, "You, me, will win, man. You
yeah.
just listen to me." So that's why Firmino played in some random position, but he's a striker, and that's why Sir Alex could hold these guys, or Zidane, like, or an Ancelotti just looks at these players and go like, "You know what? Today, just do this though." And for weird reason, they listen because they have just given them, like Vinicius Junior. I understand he doesn't fall back, but under Ancelotti, he did things that Ancelotti asked him to do, like in a very weird way. He just did it because Ancelotti was like this father character. So you, it's not about coaching anymore. Whereas like
Mm.
Pep Guardiola, all these guys, it feels like you're going to school. Like, that's why after the game gets done, the teacher has come and told you, "Bro, oh, ah, oh, ah." So they understand that I'm going to school, I'm getting rewarded. I get, we get the best school in the division. We always win a gold medal. This is good. I get good salary. XYZ works. But I don't know if they are good managers because Pep always had this philosophy going like, you want to leave, you leave. You don't want to stay, you don't stay. I don't think managers are like that. I think managers, if they think that you are an important part of the team, they will go and talk to you. They will tell you. They will, whatever it is, even though you have like Sadio Mane wanted, like Sadio Mane and Salah were like this, even when they played, right? But Jurgen Klopp made sure that they still performed within that team. Like
Mm.
egos somehow didn't clash. Klopp left, Mane left. Because it just doesn't work. Because, and again, Klopp, I understand heavy metal football, but he adapted. I don't think he played meticulous football. Like he had only one theory. By the sixth touch, I could be on that side of the goal, right? Now,
Mm.
how you make those six touches by passing it on the side or putting a long ball, or Allison just seeing that one player coming and just whacking it there, still direct football. You're not doing real like tiki taka. Like, Ederson will only make that pass after he comes up till there and he has made three passes with his defenders to pull somebody else off so that Ederson will make that long ball. But I
Yeah.
don't know, it's just again a thought, like, which basically says that if you are a manager rather than a coach, you might have more stake into getting a player to perform, just to do things for very specific sets of things, like Cunha did the last two games. Like, imagine bringing on Cunha 70th minute against City. It's a tactical genius. You know that you're 2-0 up or 2-1 up, whatever it is. You want to hold the ball, just give the ball to Cunha. He'll hold it for you. He will beat those three guys. Then he'll run up for 10 meters. Then he'll get fouled. Then again he'll get up. Again he'll run up. But it's just a weird
Yeah.
tactical decision to go like, what, I hold you back and I'll put you in just to do this, and you just do this for me. Or like Embuemo, to play there, and you just do it this way. I feel a manager kind of again, what the hell do I know? You just look at from outside and you go like, why do these guys listen to them, these kind of managers? And then you have a Pep Guardiola who is like, my way or the highway. You don't fit into
Mm.
the system. He bought A2, didn't work. He bought Zlatan, didn't work. He bought Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry came out and said, "This is the first time in my life I felt like, what is going on here? Like, give me the ball. No, oh, don't give me the ball. Oh, we play like this, and we go score. Okay, but I want to play. I want to win. So I will do what he's asked me to do." So that's just coaching and coaches and manager. But I don't
So
know.
why
Like,
can't you have
really.
both? Maybe in modern football, you need both. You need a tactician, but you also need the guy leading the line is the manager. Like again, United. If Wilcox was that guy, maybe he's that guy. But like, imagine now if tomorrow you had a person who just went like, "Look, this is the kind of football I want to see the team play." this is the kind of thing, and that could be Michael Carrick, whoever. He's sitting on the sidelines, all that.
Yeah,
Then there's a tactician who's working with them on
yeah.
the training pitch, who's telling them, giving them instructions, which is now the assistant manager, can be the tactician, which is kind of what Ole did, right? Ole's team had that. Ole
No,
was not working on
no,
tactics.
no.
Michael Carrick was.
Yes, Michael Carrick was his coach.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
So
Michael
yeah,
Carrick, Dylan
maybe
McKenna.
Carrick has done the coaching and now he's ready to do the next
yeah.
part of it because he watched Ole do it. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe it's better because he has first, like, if anybody, he has first hand experience,
It's
yeah.
correct. Yeah,
He's
like,
left
and
those
he
three
knows
years of
exactly
Ole,
what it
3 years
is.
of Middlesbrough, and come here.
Yeah.
yeah.
And he knows the club, and he was like exceptionally underrated as a player, and like just
Oh man,
like
he held that team together.
yeah,
Like
that thing.
after a
He
point,
was
it was basically like Roy Keane who,
Roy Keane who, Paul Scholes who. The
Paul
song is
Scholes
like,
who.
yeah,
Yeah,
the his song is like, it's almost Scholes, but it's Michael
yeah,
Carrick. Like, isn't that his
yeah,
song? Like the song that they
yeah,
sing for him,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Carrick. You think it's Scholes, but it's Carrick. But
It's
like
Carrick. Yeah,
yeah, it's like, okay, like that is the song. Like so the guy like has been like that that quiet
Yeah,
guy who like snuck in and like, made like what he won what, five out of five out of
yeah,
seven, I think he played. He won like the PL, like the times that he played. I think that's his record as a player. And then
yeah,
like, if you
yeah,
look at his like coaching record, of course he was part of Ole's like 2 seasons, and they just didn't manage to get over the line. But like, I don't know how
yeah.
much input. The thing is, like, in all these setups, like, you don't know who's having how much impact. And then like at a club like United, like like Amorim, poor guy, didn't have chance to do all that. He, like, every week I
Ah,
think he was doing like five, 6 interviews just to explain
interviews.
like what his system is or like
Yeah,
what his thing is.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
like it was, even Ten Hag was doing the same thing. But like, I feel like if you're friends with all these Gary Neville and like these guys, right, then
yeah.
you have it as slightly easier. It
Maybe you
Easier.
need
already
that.
helps.
Maybe
uh
you need that as a Man United
you need
manager.
that.
Maybe you need to
As a
know.
United manager. You need
Yeah,
that. You
maybe you
need
need
to
to be
be in
able to
the good
speak.
books.
Yeah,
Yeah,
speak in a Mancunian way. Maybe that may drive that idea through to that player who will then go, "I will die for you," because you're speaking in language.
correct. And like, if
Yeah.
you bring other people and they come and tell you all these things, then like these ex players, they don't understand, they don't get it.
Yeah,
And
Nah, they don't get it.
they will take all these guys' case, like the minute it goes like slightly wrong,
Slightly south, they will take their case. It doesn't
they
matter
will
who
take
they
the
are.
case. They
Yeah.
will just take the case
I mean,
because
that's
like
what
no
they get
one's
paid
hammering
for.
Arsenal about their
Yeah,
DNA getting lost. No
yeah,
one's
oh man,
hammering
yeah,
fucking Chelsea about where is your DNA. Chelsea was
yeah,
like fucking defensive stronghold. That Stamford
yeah,
Bridge,
yeah,
when they started winning,
yeah.
Stamford
Man.
Bridge was like was
15
like
goals a season.
yeah.
yeah,
They
Mourinho,
conceded
retarded.
Mourinho is
15
their
goals a
DNA.
season. Yeah. So again,
Yeah,
Mourinho, right? You think they
yeah.
played like what? Parking the bus football.
No, they
Drogba
were
was going and
smashing.
pummeling it.
Yeah,
Yeah, Joe Cole was running down the like it was just crazy watching that team.
Yeah,
Lampard scored 20 goals for fun.
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Like,
Lampard scored. Like, it was
yeah,
retarded.
yeah,
But that's the
it
Lampard,
didn't
thing.
make
If you
sense at
Drogba,
all.
Cole,
Lampard, Drogba, Cole, Balak, Asian,
Eden
uh,
Hazard later.
Eden has later, yeah. But we're talking
You're talking about the
that
OGs.
Chelsea,
Even
yeah.
Hmm.
even freaking Carvalho and John Terry would get on the
John
score sheet
Terry,
very
Carvalho,
often.
Ashley Cole, Paulo
And
Yeah,
Ferreira on the right back.
if none of them worked, Solomon Kalu would come and put one.
Yeah, yes, Solomon Kalu, yes, exactly.
He
and
would come and
Michael
put
Essien
one
would
like
score a
goal.
screamer against Arsenal every
Yeah,
year just for fun.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. That it is interesting. I was really after
But
yesterday. I was
unreal
like, okay, fine,
player,
tempted,
underrated player for Chelsea.
tempted to give Carrick a chance, but we have to see what we can do against the, maybe like in the next 2 3 weeks, like it'll be more.
Now we'll know.
Yeah, we'll have a better idea.
I think they should set a target. I think it should be very clear to the players and the manager that if you finish with that many points in the end of the season, I don't care whether you've gotten to Europe or not, but if you finish with that many points, these many wins, this is the metrics we expect you to achieve, which is these many players, academy players playing, whatever it is. If you write it down, tell them this is what I expect for you to get the job, I think it's fine.
Mhm.
Give him the job then if he succeeds. And
Yeah,
sure, you cannot be flexible if you feel like, okay, he's almost there, we feel like he's good enough, or we feel he's growing. Cool. But I think there needs, if there is a possibility of him getting a job, I think the board needs to communicate that very clearly, possibly even with the fans, so that fans don't just go that,
yeah,
oh, they tried
yeah,
for six people, they didn't get anyone. They've told,
yeah.
can the
Then it
team,
feels like that.
right? Exactly.
What we
You
did
want,
with Eric Ten Hag.
yeah,
Exactly. That
right.
was retarded.
That was stupid, man.
Yeah,
Like the most stupid thing I've ever seen in this bloody world.
yeah,
Like they kept him. They went and got some random players that
yeah,
season, and then they sacked him.
yeah.
I was like, yo, what are you getting at? Like, oh,
It
it's,
was just ridiculous.
And that's what, like, if they can, and this is true of all managers, honestly, like a Man United manager, I think anyone who wants to criticize Man United managers in the season needs to set targets. If they want to set like quarterly targets, set that, because that's how
yeah,
Man United functions. Otherwise the whole fan base loses it. Do we expect him to get one youth player to get better that year? Do we care, or do we not? If we don't at the start of the season, we shouldn't care later on in the season. We go,
no,
okay,
I
this
don't
year,
care. Let Kobe
not a
Minu
target.
play the rest of the season. That is our youth player back into the team. Let's not get on.
No,
Let
no,
Kobe.
but you know,
That's what
like
it is.
how
No, I get, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, yeah,
we played FIFA, right? Like FIFA, when you played manager mode, they told you these are the targets, then you get that much
correct.
invest.
Exactly.
Simple.
Yes.
No, no fuss. I need that. I need that
Yeah.
with Man United.
Yeah, two youth players need to be promoted to first
Yeah,
team contract. Finish fourth. Bank balance needs to be above 120 million pounds by the end.
exactly. Squad value needs to increase or
Yeah,
whatever the fuck they want. Tell that at the start. It's
yeah,
clear. Let the fans know, because the fans are so bought in. We have a billion fans. Those fans are going to keep, whining about it. Whereas if Sir
yeah.
Jim said, I actually don't expect to win anything this year. Next year we will win.
Cool.
This year my target is we finish above 60 points. We do this, this, this. Then you can always weigh
Yeah,
that and see the progress. Otherwise, you're always going to be stuck. You
yeah,
Mhm.
know.
yeah.
So it needs to have a certain level of transparency.
It definitely does. And you need like I don't know if you guys like can remember. I was trying to think yesterday like which team like has won like the Premier League without like being like I don't know like the like who have like some attack that is like the most dangerous. Like even in Leicester's year, like Vardy and Mahrez were like pumping in goals.
Yeah,
Liverpool's year, Salah, Mane were pumping.
yeah.
Haaland for City. Before I was trying to think like every year like how dangerous is your front line. Of course like there's no debating that deep defense will like the defense will win you like titles, but like you still need to have like that like that feeling that in the team where like they know that they can hurt other teams and they can
Yeah,
punish other teams.
Yeah,
Once they know that, then they'll start fucking defending also because they
yeah,
know that they can
yeah,
get at somebody. Then
yeah,
I'll put like but if you put the ball like in front of like I don't know like what we were doing all this while, like we give Rashford on a plate or Dalo on a plate and they fucking like
yeah,
send it like somewhere else one on one with the keeper, then you're like
yeah,
then the defense also like they start losing their minds because they're
yeah.
like the fuck is going on, like how are you not like burying that, we should at least be here. Then
Correct.
it'll start,
For sure.
then
Yeah,
everybody gets like yes together, like you can do it.
yeah,
Otherwise you feel like you cannot hurt anybody and like then you're only suffering. Exactly, then it's just like we're just going to suffer together, like then it's like continuously like no
yeah.
matter forwards also are suffering, we are also going to suffer only at the
Defender.
back. And
Yeah,
then every defender gets scrutinized like each pass each this thing because like your forwards have not scored any goals, so then you're like oh shit, like I don't know what to do. then the then once you hammer all the back line, then the thing comes into the midfield. Then the midfield gets like okay, they also get ripped apart to shreds, but they're giving the ball, they have given the ball and the guy has not scored. Then you're like, but whenever we won, we also like, I mean, we had like fucking Rooney was so deadly, like it's not even funny
lethal, man.
how
yeah,
lethal he was, right? Like it
You-
like yeah, you I remember matches where like okay, the ball gets to Rooney in the box, you're like this is going to be a
Ha,
goal for sure.
goal. Like you
Like,
saw his body language, the way he was going, you knew that
no,
ball
yeah,
is
you
going
knew
to
this is
place
going
it
to be
going
goal.
in.
You knew this
Yeah,
is going to be goal.
yeah,
And even when he didn't, like we had like Alan Smith, we had all these guys, Solskjaer, we
Van
had Henrik
Persie,
Larsson coming in making
yeah.
impact.
Van
Anybody,
Nistelrooy, man.
Van
Van,
Nistelrooy,
dude.
Van Persie,
I mean, at a point we
anybody
had
who came.
Berbatov, Rooney, Tevez,
Yeah,
Ronaldo. That's just
yeah,
mental.
yeah,
So unless for me, it's like yes, I have no problem. Like winning a title is a whole different ball game, but we need
yeah.
to first get back to the point where
Being a
we are
threat.
a dangerous team and
Yeah, being a
nobody
threat.
wants to play us.
Yeah,
Once we get that, then you can fine tune and get like your DM. You can get somebody more secure at the back, but your forwards have to be like on fire. And if your
Yeah,
forwards are not
yeah,
on fire, you're going to struggle no matter what. Then you're just
yeah,
playing catch up. Like Liverpool this season, Salah is not.
yeah,
Salah is dropped off from last season's performance.
yeah.
yeah.
Like Isaac
Ekitike
is,
is not scoring anymore. Isaac is injured. That
and you
other
see,
Dutch guy. Yeah,
they are doing exactly the same that we were doing like the 2 seasons
yeah,
back. They can't hold on to a result now because now everything
yeah,
is now going to come down to Van Dijk. Now everything is going to come down to, it was Konate a few weeks, like a few months back. Now Van Dijk is getting the thing. And this was the same with Arsenal before. Once they lost their that firepower, then everybody went Koscielny is the problem, and like all their whole backline kept changing, right? Like they had
Yeah.
Murtazakkar and all that. Also,
Mertesacker
everybody
and
kept changing.
Koscielny. Yeah,
Yeah, everybody kept changing until like they got okay. Like Havertz last season, they
yeah.
started playing, and then okay, it became. So they are the only team now. I
And
think.
these two defenders,
Hmm.
Saliba and Timbers, it's only a partnership of 2 years back or a
Yeah,
year back. They
yeah.
bought them when Eric Ten Hag got we got Licha
Exactly.
and they
They
got Timbers
they
or
yeah, they got Timber in
yeah,
that same season.
yes,
After, I think
exactly.
next season.
After it was the next one, and then Timber got
Yeah.
injured or something like that.
Yeah,
So Timber
yeah,
they had to wait, and Saliba
correct.
was playing in
Yeah.
Marseille, so they had to recall Saliba because
Yes,
he had a good season in Marseille.
yeah, yeah,
And that's exactly the point, right? Like what you said is spot on. Like when you think a team looks bad, it's because their finishing hasn't happened, and then the
yeah. They
players
score
are more
goals.
desperate. The defenders get out of position. The midfielders do something that's a little desperate, right? They'll do a
Yeah,
bad foul. They'll tackle wrong because you just don't believe your team is going to score.
Hmm.
yeah,
And United faced that under Ten Hag as well. Remember when we had amazing XG, but we were just not. I mean, Ten Hag's demise was because of that, where suddenly we went, all the defenders are wrong, positions are wrong. It's just guys aren't
yeah,
scoring on that XG. And
yeah.
you see
Rashi
Newcastle this
wasn't
season,
performing.
Spurs. Yeah, I
Rashford
mean,
couldn't put the ball in the net.
yeah,
Rashford couldn't put the ball in the
Ball
net.
in the net.
just
Yeah.
didn't. I
Yesterday,
so
that Embuemo chance, if it
yeah,
was Rashford, he would have hit it on top. It
For
was a
sure.
miss.
Yeah,
That was a miss. Like, have you seen some of Rashford's misses in Barcelona?
I've seen
Despite
Rashford.
all that he's doing, open goal. There is nobody. He's hit it
He's hit
there.
it. It's insane. It's insane.
Open goal. It is really insane. He's
yeah.
played away somewhere. Like, oh my god, that one was. I think Real Zaragoza or Sociedad. Sociedad
One
maybe
of
the
them.
one
Yeah,
they
one
lost
of
two
them. It
nil.
was like I saw that
Yeah,
one. It was like empty. Oh my god! I was like,
yeah,
wow. Like
And at Barca, he can afford to do that
yes,
because
because everybody else is scoring. Everybody
exactly.
else is scoring.
yeah,
Lewandowski
Yeah,
scores, Lamine Yamal scores, Ferran
yeah,
Lopez scores. Everybody
yeah.
scores. You can keep
Everybody
missing.
else.
There's no problem.
Yeah,
yeah. You'll get a I'll get an assist by mistake.
Yes,
yeah,
and
exactly.
none of the Barcelona defenders are worried because they're
Yeah,
like somebody is going to score. Out of these
score
four,
doesn't matter. Yeah,
somebody is going to score for
somebody will do
sure.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
same
long
like
as
Bayern Munich
Lewandowski is
also.
allowed to score, he'll score.
Yes,
yeah.
if he's allowed, if it's in
Lewandowski,
within his contract.
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
No,
But yeah,
guys, this has like actually been good fun. I don't want to like stack in too much in one episode, but let's try and do this every week. I think it's really
Yeah,
fun. I think it's a good
yeah.
cathartic way of looking at football as well and catching up as old friends.
it's really fun
So
when you win two matches against the top two sides of the table, and that too convincingly. Like,
no more suffering.
ah,
No more
We didn't do
suffering.
an we were suffering so much we didn't do a single recorded episode.
Yeah.
dude, I can't do it if we lose like that. Like, I don't even watch any. Like, I have to wait 2 days before I watch like the analysis from other fan TVs because I'm like I
Yeah,
can't deal with this much
yeah, I
negativity.
can't
It's
deal
like
with
I
this
can't do it.
negativity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
So
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
look, there is there is one side of it which is, I think, the negativity that your team is doing badly, and then the toxicity of the conversation points that keep happening.
Correct.
And that it's a mix of both, that you're like, oh, let me just not I'll watch the game
Yeah,
because I'm a freaking
because United.
sadomasochist,
So
whatever.
yeah, yeah, why not? Yeah.
I wanna have sanity.
It is like that, but it's horrible after.
Yeah.
Like after some point it's like, okay, like it's
Yeah.
even hard to talk about, so I understand these people, like I'm like, I don't know
The
what you're
Wolves
going to say.
game. Like
Yeah.
under Amorim, I suffered two games. One is Wolves and one is Everton. So like Everton, I stayed up like again three in, like imagine 3 in the morning. You're
That
sitting
was
and
bad.
you're like, oh, they fought and they got red card. We have to play 88 minutes with this team with 10 men,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah,
win 1-0. I'm like, what are you doing,
that was
man?
a really unlucky game actually.
Yeah,
Fucking Jordan Pickford had like he
yeah.
made one
What
save out of
saves?
that Xerxes header, and
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I was sure that's going goal. I was
yeah,
like, oh my god, it's definitely not our day.
yeah.
After that, he made that save. I was like, we're going to lose this
Done.
1-0, right? We're
Yeah,
going
it's
to lose.
done.
It looks exactly like that. And I was like,
Yeah,
shit. Because if that goal goes in, then I think we battered them 3-0. 3-4,
yeah,
like we put 3-4 like after
yeah,
that. But
yeah.
because we had the pressure, we had everything, just can't
Yeah,
finish.
they're playing 10 men. They attacked once, they
Yeah,
scored once. Finished.
yeah.
I
And
That
then
too
mean,
we
one
had,
screamer out of nowhere.
by the way, Donnarumma in that City game had an incredible game. He
Man, he
like,
saved some of Embuemo's. Oh
oh
my
my God,
he
he
god.
had an
saved one
amazing
of
game.
Casemiro where with his leg stretched out. That is
Dude,
Man
Donnarumma
City
had an
losing
amazing game
badly
also
after.
against us in the Etihad.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
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 did.
he in the
yeah,
last 10 minutes I think he made three saves. One, Embuemo's volley, which is going in the corner there,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
he just dives and pushes that. If that one
yeah,
goes in, the game is 3-2. I feel
yeah,
like we are coming back, and we can do something there. But that one doesn't go in. He saves that one, and then it completely fizzles off, and it like the result is 3-1 in the end. And I'm like, we
yeah.
didn't it didn't look like three
It
one.
didn't
Like
look
I'm
like
It
not,
3-1.
wasn't a
it
3-1
didn't
game,
look
man.
like 3-1. It was
Yeah,
not three
Yeah.
one game. We made some chances. We looked okay. Like we
yeah, we
won
looked
against
okay.
City looking worse. Like I remember the one where Scott McTominay uh,
Yes,
90, 90
hit, yeah,
something
that
minutes.
we were defending for our lives in that one. Like I felt
yeah,
like
exactly.
I don't know
We
how,
got a
like whether we can
controversial
win.
goal in the beginning, which
Yeah,
was a pass to Rashford, but Rashford left it and Bruno came and smacked it
correct,
in.
correct,
And
Yeah,
we were
exactly that one.
holding on to a dear life
Yes,
yeah,
until
we were
Ederson
literally
screwed
holding on.
that mistake. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and goalkeeper was making save
yeah,
after save after save.
yeah,
So I was
yeah,
like, no, 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 it's not been like that. Like it's not like
yeah.
we're conceding chances, and like our goalkeeper is keeping us again. Because David De Gea, when before he left, he was keeping us in games like
Yes.
like
3 seasons. What
three
Yeah.
seasons. I think he kept us
That
like
must be
from getting
player of the year.
relegated. I think. Yeah,
Insane
Yeah,
those were. Like, we like, our defenders would let go, the midfielders would let go. Your one on
yeah.
one, David De Gea is.
Dave
Lamos
saves.
has a little bit of that, huh?
Yeah,
Lamos has a
Lamar.
little
he's an
bit of
old
that.
school keeper. He
Fair
holds the
play to
ball,
Lamans.
he'll hold it here, and then he'll
Yeah.
just dive on the ground. I love it. I'm like,
Laman.
who is this guy?
But you see the one-on-one later on that he had in the Arsenal game. It was offside, or there was a foul in the build-up, so it wasn't, anyhow it was
Yeah,
chalked
the
off.
Gyökeres
But
one.
he made that angle
Yeah,
impossible
Gyökeres.
for
Yeah,
Mm.
Gyökeres, right? I mean, that's it. It
Gyökeres.
is Gyökeres. But still, he had to come in that position.
Yeah, yeah,
Ramos is good. So that save
yeah, he's
down
good.
left side, that's the one
Yeah,
that, otherwise Onana concedes on the left bottom corner from Saka. Those ones, it's just like after years we have decided to play some sensible football.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it's amazing because we bought Onana to play out from the back, but
Back.
now nobody wants to play out from the back. Like I feel like
Lamos is playing
why
out
the
from the back.
huh?
No,
Lamos
he's
is still playing out
direct,
from the back.
like Dagia style.
Yeah, yeah,
No, no,
but
no. The last two
he
games,
also
he's been playing a little more direct, but he plays it a little lower onto
Yeah,
the midfielder or onto
correct.
the
Yeah,
forward. So it's not like Amorim still made him just clear. This guy isn't clearing
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know it's definitely like there is, but it's not like, we are not expecting him to make a pass from like the
correct.
goalkeeper to like the midfield or the forward and things like that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
No, 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 no.
we don't play like that. I'm sorry, like I don't know
yeah,
what do you want me to do. Like
yeah,
we don't have the players to play like that. If you have
yeah.
17 players who play the same position, you can play like
Exactly.
that maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Otherwise, like it doesn't make sense to play that style of football because I don't want to watch City. Like I don't care.
yeah.
Like it's
Oh, I honestly find City's football very boring for whatever reason.
after Kevin De Bruyne left, it is
Yeah,
terrible. Like I'm sorry,
yeah,
like it's no
yeah,
more as like
yeah,
David Silva was fucking magic. Yes,
yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne, tip my hat
Yes.
off. Like he was
Yeah.
he was just class. Like
yeah.
unbelievable passing, unbelievable
Yeah.
range. Like
Just he was
every
just like
ball,
just too good, man.
the
He
guy
was
was too
just
good. The
too
guy
good.
was just too good.
The guy was
So
too good for City. I think if there's one player that has been too good for Pep Guardiola, that is De Bruyne, not even
yeah,
Lionel Messi.
yeah. I
Because
think I think so. I
Messi
think
is
De Bruyne
gifted and
was
all, but De Bruyne is he's smart, man. He is
he's
like
super smart.
one of the smartest player I've seen. And he's
Yeah,
not just a smart player, he's a smart human being.
Iniesta
yeah.
as
Like,
well, huh?
yeah. Who?
Iniesta as well.
Yeah,
Iniesta,
Iniesta as well. Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
These two, I'd say.
Oh yeah. Oh, then you have to put in Pirlo. Come on.
Pirlo didn't play
Pep.
for
He didn't
Pep.
play for Pep. That's the only difference. But
Yeah, he
yes,
Yeah.
didn't play
also
for Pep.
super smart.
Oh yeah, I
Super,
agree.
like
Super smart.
I don't know. I'd rate. I think I rate Pirlo over Xavi. That's me. It's Italian.
Pillow over Shabi? I,
Yeah.
I think that's
You're
okay. I
wearing a
think that's a fair
Brazil
shout.
jersey. You can't
No, I'm
claim that.
wearing a France. France.
Oh,
France.
France
Yeah.
jersey.
I think that's a fair shout actually.
Because Pirlo scored. Pirlo got you goals from random places.
And Pirlo didn't have Iniesta beside him.
No, he didn't have Iniesta beside
I
him.
didn't have a Messi.
No.
He didn't have a Messi. Yeah.
No.
And he succeeded in two different teams. He succeeded in AC Milan and he succeeded at Juventus.
Mm.
Like
No,
he literally pulled the game in both places.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, Pirlo was
He got
fucking
them the
special.
World Cup.
Special.
He won the
So
World Cup as
so
well.
it's basically Pirlo, Xavi, everyone else, but Pirlo and McTominay, right?
And Park Ji-sung. Park
Park
Ji-sung there.
Jae-sung,
Because
Oh
the
my
Park
only
God.
guy
Ji-sung,
that kept Pirlo.
Yeah, he did.
he's the guy
He
that
The
did.
only
locked up
guy that
Pirlo.
kept he locked up Pirlo.
Yeah. No, but I think I agree with you. I think even more than Scholes, who is probably my favorite midfielder, I think Pirlo, he was what Scholes could do. He was what Beckham could do. He was what De Bruyne can do now. He did all of that
All
without
of it.
really making it look like it was a complicated thing he was doing. He made
Yeah,
it look
yeah,
like it was magical, and I think that
yeah.
that makes him quite special.
Like with your Xavi and Iniesta, your Messi's and whoever, you go like, oh, it's the La Masia style of play. They've come out of that academy. That is
Yeah.
how they're taught to play.
You want to hear something
Schools,
super
United
controversial?
Academy. Who?
You want to hear something super controversial?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still I still think Gerard is like my like number number one out of them three. Like Steven
Because
Gerrard,
he did it all.
he did it alone in a team
Yeah,
where he didn't have anybody.
No, no, no,
Like
no. He
when
had
he got people, when
he
he
had
got,
Xabi
I know
Alonso.
he slipped. I know
yeah,
he
yeah.
slipped.
Xabi Alonso.
I know he had Xabi Alonso. I know but he made Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso was like before that
Yeah,
Harry Kane
Xabi
also there.
Alonso just came inside. Like,
Just
True.
came in, but
yeah,
I agree.
but but Stevie, like I hate Liverpool as much as but like that dude was like man, like
he played
single-handed,
football. He gave everything on that pitch, and he played
single-handed.
everywhere. Yeah, single-handed. True
Even
that.
now you listen. I don't know if you heard that he did this
Yeah.
podcast with Rio or whatever, and he was like, I'll
Yes.
still back myself against
Yeah.
all these guys. And I was
Yeah.
like, man, you are like you're a madman, man. You're a complete
Yeah.
madman. Like and he was loyal. Like I swear if he was in United, like the guy would have like he would be like
He
the
would have
most
been a legend.
Yeah.
absolute
Like
legend.
I
he would
think
have
that
never left that club. He would have like we would have won. We would have won the two other Champions League finals that we went and lost. We would have won
Easy,
those two.
easy. I think we win
Easy.
those. Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Come
I
play
think he's the
against a
kind of
Rooney and a Gerrard and Scholes. Come on, I challenge
Yeah.
you.
he's the kind of
Yeah.
player that I think even he would be even cooler in today's football. Like,
Oh
Because he
yeah.
had every
and I
he
don't
had
mean
the
the Pep
gift.
time, not the
Yeah,
Pep era, but the modern era post Pep, which is now like the last
absolutely.
2 years. He would be immense. He's better than
Yeah.
Declan Rice and all these guys who are getting
Oh
launched.
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
he can tackle. He had
Yeah.
De Bruyne's vision. He could pick out a pass. Torres,
Yeah.
Suarez will both agree with. They'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
He could
Yeah,
score a banger. He could
Yeah.
drag a game. He could take a game like just like suddenly decide, okay, you know what? We
yeah,
need something. One moment here.
FA Cup
yeah,
final, Champions League
Effect,
final,
man. Like
single-handed.
yeah,
it was the guy was like
Yes.
insane, like
Yeah.
insane,
yeah,
insane. As much as I love Scholes, I love Scholes' control.
Yeah.
I love, but Scholes cannot tack. He could never tackle.
He could
Like
never tackle. Red
he
card.
could
He
never
comes
tackle.
on. He'll give him like kick in the balls straight,
Yeah,
red and out. Like
no,
and Scholes was amazing
yeah.
controlling the game.
Scholes
But
is probably a
overall
better
package,
passer.
yeah,
Like, there might be attributes with
oh yeah,
players that was better, but he combined this Gerard.
yeah. Sherrod was a complete midfielder. Like
complete,
he
complete,
had
super
he had
complete,
Lampard's
everything.
goals, Scholes passes. I don't know, like Owen Hargreaves
Aggression,
positioning maybe.
huh?
Uh, like it was just crazy. Like aggression, he did it all. Like he did it in a
And was
very
captain.
weird way, and was captain.
Yeah,
And was captain. That's why, like, I get pissed off with like people like telling Bruno. I'm like, bro, there was like fucking like if you get to Gerard levels,
yeah,
then
Yeah,
like the guy suffered. He didn't win anything with them. He
yeah.
almost won, and like he still
yeah,
feels bad about that, man. Like that's
That
crazy. Like
slip.
that will haunt him forever. But
It
he won the
feels like
Champions
he's
League.
still sad with that. Like that
Yeah,
slip. Like I think his face has changed. He's just sad permanently.
of course,
Have you
because
ever
like
seen
that
Gerard
one was
smile?
hardly, hardly.
that Champions League. I remember the 2003 Champions League final, but
He was screaming like he had the trophy and he was like ah.
yeah,
He wasn't
Yeah,
smiling or
that's
laughing.
no,
He
true.
no, he
was
doesn't smile. Laugh.
ah.
He's just a
Yeah,
serious dude, man. The guy's a serious, serious dude. That's
yeah.
all.
No,
Yeah,
he also worked really well with every manager. Remember, Liverpool had so many managers at that point where they kept churning
Yeah,
around. It
everybody.
wasn't just Benitez. And
Rafa. Who came after Rafa?
so there was Rafa, there was Gerard Houllier
Hudson.
before, there was
Douglas,
Kenny
Yeah, from
Dalglish was
Rafa
there
they
for a
went to
while.
Hodgson, then they went to Kenny Douglas,
Let me
then
find.
Brendan
then that Brendan
Rodgers.
Rodgers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will tell you all the managers that they had. But
But
like,
I think after Rafa they got Hodgson. Or I don't know.
so Gerard Houllier was there first, then
Okay.
Rafa Benitez, Roy Hodgson,
Yes.
Kenny Dalglish,
Yes.
Brendan Rodgers, and then after
Yes.
that they went for Klopp. So and through
yeah.
all of those transitions was a little more stable because he managed to make sure that the team did what he
Yeah.
told them to do, which was to
He
follow the
was the
manager.
captain, coach, manager. He was Liverpool, Mr.
Yeah,
Liverpool. Like, like
come
you
on.
got
He was
into the
OG
club.
Bruno. What
Yeah.
Bruno is doing now for us, that was Steven Gerrard, just like little bit more like and also English. So that also
Yeah,
helps. Even there was no
Yeah.
moaning and all from Gerrard. Gerrard
Yeah.
yeah,
came, Gerrard took. Like that's
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
Yeah. He never moaned. If his team considered a goal, he just took the whole team, just riled them up and went like, let's go.
Let's
Like,
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he made
Yeah.
Carragher's entire career, punditry career, and everything thanks to Gerard being there.
Literally. Literally.
Yeah.
The guy brought them back in that like final.
Yeah.
Without them, they don't win that Champions League. So fair
Yeah.
play, fair play to that dude. Like
West Ham, yeah. I mean,
Even
he's
that
up
West
to,
Ham one, man, he
yeah.
scored like a stunner from
stunner,
just random. Like,
thunderbolt.
boom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
like
I
his
agree. I
highlights
think
were
I
crazy,
I think he's definitely the
He's
one of
very
those guys.
underrated
super
Yeah,
underrated.
I
because he's
think also
probably got
nothing
two
really
cups
came
under
out
his
of
belt. That's it.
England. I think the reason they get underrated, him, Scholes, Becks, is because England never produced anything in spite of having all that Lampard. So when you look at the
Hmm.
best midfielders ever, you sort of discount all four of these English guys. They didn't win anything with the national team. I don't think
Yeah,
And you
national
know what,
trophies should
Gerard?
matter, but sort of says
And
something.
Gerard has a reasoning for it. He actually came out, I think, in the Rio
yeah.
podcast or
He
somewhere.
said,
He said why we didn't win. He said because we were not English players when we went to the main national camp. I was
Yeah.
Liverpool. He was United. He was Arsenal. I fucking hated him. How could I
yeah.
play with Scholesy? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he also goes on to say, like, he's like, and now I look at fucking Carragher and Gary Neville like they're best of pals. I'm like, what
Yeah,
fucking wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
we are fucking United. He's a fucking Scouser. How are you sitting together and all pally? And what's this going on? So, in fact, he goes on to say that if we were like that right now, like the current players, it's like, oh, for sure, we would have won something. But they
Oh,
never
he would
look
have
eye
made
to
sure
eye
they
with
won
each other.
something.
Yeah.
He would have made sure they won something. They had Rooney also. Like this is
Yeah.
simple. Like it's crazy. Like they had the most complete forward and the most complete
Yeah.
midfielder.
Yeah.
And good defenders, mind you. Like they had
Very
John
good
Terry, they
defenders.
had Rio
Got Terry,
Ferdinand,
Rio Ferdinand, Ashley Cole on the
Ashley
left.
Cole. Yeah, fine.
Right
Right
back
back
doesn't
was
matter.
Gary,
Anybody
but
can play.
yeah.
And only shit keepers. That
Yeah.
was the only problem. But they had what?
Hey
David
man.
Seaman.
Yeah. Right back has
No,
always been, I
they
think,
got
the
Joe
position
Hart,
like
or
that.
was that too early? Maybe it
That
was
was too early. I
Hart was
think
later.
David Seaman was still there.
Yeah,
No,
That's
Paul
really good.
Robinson.
Oh
Paul
my, even
Robinson.
worse. Even
Paul
worse. I'm
Robinson.
sorry.
But yeah, the keeper was the problem in a way, but not a
Yeah.
deal breaker problem. I think it just
No.
in big tournaments, you're right. Like I don't think they just got along. Like even playing
No.
Lampard, Gerrard, freaking Bex, and
Scholes.
everyone in the same team. How do
Yeah.
you do this?
Yeah.
Mm,
You got too many people. Like you have to change your entire formation to accommodate
Yeah.
those four midfielders, and then you probably
Yeah.
need a mid five.
probably.
So I think most managers kind of went like, we have to play these three, forgetting that there is a Bex and there's a Joe Cole who are your two wingers.
Yeah,
Mm,
You've got an Owen Hargreaves who is your defensive midfielder, or you could make a
yeah,
Gerrard as your defensive midfielder,
yeah,
or a Paul Scholes as your defensive
yeah.
midfielder. But just keep rotating the attackers, like,
yeah.
60 minutes, get somebody in, or like, do, because we had not we, they had good wingers. You had Ashley Young also on the wing.
Mm,
He
Actually,
could have played.
actually, if you think about it now, some of the tactical
David Bentley
advancements.
as well.
Oh, Bentley was amazing.
Yeah,
But you look at the
David
tactical
Bentley.
advancements today, right? Managers would be able to take that squad and do so many cool things because it's so versatile. Like any of these
Mm,
guys could play anywhere. Like Lampard, Gerrard, Wayne Rooney, Alan Smith, freaking Joe Cole. All of these guys can be forward.
yeah,
They can be wings as well. Like some of them could play midfield, central midfield when you had Paul Scholes or Bex. Bex could play
yeah,
central mid as well in a different way. Hargreaves could play so many positions. You could create a whole tactical dynamic if you just had that team for a long time. You could do something really cool. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad they didn't win. They were already way overhyped.
yeah. Never really liked the England team. I don't know why. Just felt
I
very
also don't
weird.
know. Never,
Yeah.
never wanted them to win the World
Never
Cup, but
wanted them to win the World Cup.
mm,
Still, never do want them to. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think this is their year personally. I don't think they're like
Who do you
some
think is going to win? We can end with that. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup?
who's gonna win the World Cup? Shit, man, that's
Yeah.
like a tough
First
question.
of all, will it happen? No, wait. Um,
It might
Donald
not.
Trump is going to win the World Cup.
He's already won it. They have
Oh
given him a
yeah.
separate trophy and a medal already. It's done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's done.
Here we go.
No, I
What a
think
game.
I think it's going to be either France or Spain. I'll be boring on it, but I think it's one of those two.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Uh,
Does it? No.
I don't really know, man. Like Spain, I think because you told me Spain, Spain always is there. I think again because they have a way of playing, right? It doesn't matter whether Cesc Fabregas is in the team or Pedri is in the team or Xavi. They play this style and they have a unity.
They'll
There
keep the
is no
ball
ego and they'll keep the
Yeah.
ball. They
all
always
day.
try and find a way. Like that's so Spain is definitely an option. But if you just ask me in terms of talent wise. I understand England has got a fantastic talented squad, but there are like two teams which have like just freaking talent, and the first one is Portugal, man. Like that is a solid team with, especially with Vitinha right now in the midfield. If Bruno is still in this kind of a form, Ruben Diaz at the defense, Cancelo winger. I think they have a really solid team, and the other one is France. If you
Yeah,
just look at their team, and they're
It's
phenomenal. Like the players
insane.
that they produce, they're all athletes. Forget footballers. They're
yeah.
just athletes. Like they can run and jump and like. I hope Portugal wins though, or
I
Brazil, because I always support Brazil.
Portugal, if they can get out of this idea of having to play Cristiano and they can learn how to do it right, could work.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
think they'll do that. I don't think he'll start all the games, or he'll start and he'll come off depending on what the situation is. And I think Ronaldo will also understand because he knows this is the only time that he can win something, and probably be the just kind of then compete with Messi. But on the other note, if Ancelotti won this with Brazil, do you think he becomes the greatest manager ever in the world?
I think there's
Champions League as a player and as with two different teams, three different teams, AC Milan and Real Madrid, won
True.
everything
Same like
that needs to
Mourinho.
be win.
I think
Yeah,
there's already a good case to make that he's one of the greatest of all time.
yeah,
He's definitely up there, but I don't think that'll make him the greatest.
Yeah, I don't think winning a World Cup to me tells me anything about a manager.
Yeah,
okay.
because who's the guy who won the World Cup with Argentina? I don't even remember what his
Scaloni.
name was. Scaloni.
Scaloni, Argentinian guy.
Mm.
Yeah, but like it's such a weird thing, right? You're picking from a different pool of set of players. You're hoping that they just hit form for that month. You are dealing with players who are developing at different clubs. So let's say Rashford has come out strong. It's got nothing to do with Thomas Tuchel. It's got to do with either Barcelona or Man
Yeah, Hansi
United.
Flick. Yeah,
So I don't think that coach really does my. I think the best way to do it is build a very strong defense, play a slightly boring tactical setup, and then know how to attack and break. And it's not manager wise. Like I understand that. I think it'll make him a legacy because of doing it
It'll
with
make
the.
him a legend,
Yeah, it'll make him a
more
legend.
than a legend.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, but
it'll
I don't know if that's
And
going to move a
to
needle.
be an outsider to come to Brazil and win it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Brazil has
It'll make
always
him
won.
it'll make him ultra
He will make,
legendary.
yeah, he'll become like one cult status kind of
Super.
like
He's
thing.
already cult.
Yeah, he's already cult.
He's going to become beyond cult after
Yeah,
if he does it with Brazil.
I
yeah,
agree. I agree. I think there'll be. I think it's like winning cricket World Cup, like when Gary Kirsten did that with India in cricket.
yeah,
It just made
yeah,
Gary Kirsten a bit of a legend because you did it
Hmm?
with the biggest team. I don't know. I mean, there
yeah.
of course there's a different input and all that, but yeah, like I think when you do it like that, I think there's a huge impact.
It's in the USA, so I think like there will be more. South Americans team might have some sort of like advantage maybe, but
Advantage. I don't know. Maybe
yeah,
the weather. It will be
maybe the
hot then,
weather.
right?
Yeah, it's going to be hot.
People might
Then they're
just
going to have
falling
all
off,
these.
and those Brazilians will be doing samba, thinking, "Oh, we're on the
Yeah,
beach. Let's just, it's fine."
Yeah,
I don't know. I really want an
absolutely.
African team to win the World Cup. I think like that'll be freaking like
That'll
insane.
be
Like
that'll be good for football.
yeah, if an African team can win the World Cup, of course I know it's not going to probably happen, but like I want to see
Yeah,
an African team like go like really like deep, at least like till the final or whatever. Then
like
it'll be like,
Morocco.
huh?
And
Yeah,
Morocco is
one
the
of
best
those
bet.
like Morocco or like an Egypt or like Senegal. Like Senegal is like no joke, man. Those boys can play. Like
Yeah, they can play.
so if they can show up and if they can give a good account of themselves, it'll be interesting because they have been hard done, right? Like who was that? Like
Yeah.
Asamoah Gyan and all that year, like they got
Yes.
hard done by, right? Like
No, that is not Senegal. That's Ghana.
that was Ghana, yeah, but like I meant
Ghana.
like the
Yeah,
like the
the
African.
African
African
teams.
teams,
Yeah.
right? Like
That was against Suarez.
Oh,
But
Suarez, man, I'll never forgive him for that.
never like
yeah,
Never. He
I'm
stood
okay with
there
the
after getting
racism.
a red card and then like celebrate. Oh my god.
No,
yeah.
but the African team. The problem with African teams is they don't have very good defenders, and if you don't have a good defensive unit, you can't win a World Cup.
True, true.
You can be boring as fuck and win it if you have good
Yeah.
defenders, which is why you have most of these are done where most of these teams have a strong defensive unit to kind of lift those major
Yeah.
tournaments.
Yeah.
African AFCON showed you that it's not like any of the defenders are very firm, right? And any of the
No,
defensive units are firm. It's a lot more mid and attacking flair.
anything to say
Germany
about
might be a
AFCON
problem.
final?
Germany might be a problem.
Uh, they
Musiala
are
still
It
getting
depends on
into.
Musiala. It depends on Musiala. If this other kid, this Leonard Carl, he plays, he is
He is
amazing.
very good.
he is very good.
Oh
He
my
is
God, he is
He-
so good.
amazing, like
Yeah,
insane. And then if they play Nick, like if they play Voltemada up top and
and
uh,
Florian
That
Wirtz.
no, no,
and
no.
Wits,
That is a little gap. Voltemada is not the solution yet.
he's not yet, but I think like he offers something very interesting. Like he's a very interesting striker to me. Like I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
like this is like I haven't seen
he's
this kind of
actually
thing.
lethal, huh?
Yeah,
He's,
he's
he is a very weird kind of a lead.
very
Like,
weird, horrible to defend.
yeah,
Uh,
he's a little bit. He imagine if Weghorst scored more,
yes, yeah,
I
or
see
like
what you mean.
Peter Crouch. Peter Crouch was more
yeah,
reliable.
more reliable. Yes,
Yeah,
No, yeah, even when you think about it, like German players sometimes sort of have a very different impact when they play for Germany, and he if he
yeah,
does that,
yeah, because they play as a team. So I don't know, like,
yeah,
and what, who did Spain, like Spain got lucky, right, in the Euros, like there was a handball, like, and which wasn't given, which was like like the clearest handball, like
yeah.
and like then they won that match. I think it was
Germany,
Germany against this
Germany
thing.
game.
So yeah, so
yeah,
it was close up until then. Germany was playing pretty well. So you never know in US what happens, what refereeing decision comes, and all that. So it's hard
it's
not to pick Argentina because
Yeah,
like Messi is going to be there, and like somebody wants to see Messi in that final. Like, and
they're
he
doing
plays there at
everything they
home.
can. They're doing
Yeah, they're going to
everything
do
they
everything
can.
they can to get him there. Like,
Everything they can.
yeah, and like I'm sure somebody has a lot of money on him. Like getting one back
Already.
to back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if Argentina somehow make it through some controversy or whatever. But yeah, Spain is hard to say. It's hard to pick against Spain right now.
Yeah.
Like they
No,
have
you're right. Now that I think about it, I was looking at just the Spanish team is ooh, and they know
Spanish
how to
team is
play.
solid. But if
Yeah,
it depends, if
solid.
Rodri is playing like he played last week,
yeah.
then Spain is done.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I mean, make Michael Carrick the England manager, and England could win.
And see what's up. Yeah. That's what they should do, they should give him
Yeah.
till the end of the season. Then they should be like, hey, we'll swap. You take
Yeah.
Michael, we'll take
You take,
Tuchel,
we take, yeah.
we'll
For
You
take
four
do
years.
preseason,
For 4 years.
yeah,
And then we take back Carrick,
between
and
them.
you can take back Tuchel.
Yeah.
hilarious. Oh,
All right,
oh my god.
guys, I'm going to
Yes,
Awesome.
melt, otherwise I'm in my
that was
closet.
fun.
Okay. But
Awesome.
let's do one more of these, what, in next week or something
Next
around.
Yeah,
week, yeah, I'm
sure.
good.
Let's do it for Cristiano's birthday.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. And your birthday too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Let's
Nice. This
final
was
thing,
fun.
as Ari said, who's winning the World Cup? So we all mentioned, but now let's just say one name each. Which
One,
is
one,
one?
one name, right? I'll go Portugal.
Ayan?
Uh, I'll go with the outside choice. I'll say Germany. Let's go Germany. Let's see what's up.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Spain. I still think
Go with
Spain.
Okay.
the Yeah. So we have we
It's
have now,
insane.
we are all saying European teams, like fucking European
European
teams,
team.
like God in the first round.
Shit.
Or may not even go for the World Cup. So.